All right, I'll get started. So, hi, I'm Amber from Influencer Updates on Instagram, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the 3 biggest news stories of the week in influencer world. So they are Karina Irby. So she has hit out at the media saying that they keep publishing fake articles about her. She's also given a list of reasons why she won't be having children. I'm also going to talk about Abbie Chatfield and her secret boyfriend, who we all know is Keli Holiday from Peking Duck. And I'm also going to talk about Mitch Orval and his secretive website that he's making tens of thousands of dollars from, and also his cryptic moving posts. All right, so I will start with Karina Irby. So this week, Karina Irby posted 2 viral videos on both her TikTok and her Instagram. One of them was her clapping back at the media. Which website was it? The Courier Mail. So they posted an article on her called The Scoop. So it was like a juicy The Scoop article saying that, you know, she's an OnlyFans creator and she's purchased a beach house, a second property as an investment property due to like her OnlyFans money kind of thing. And she's come out saying, you know, she's so sick of the media posting all these fake articles about her and, you know, whatever. But the weird thing is, I read the article and everything in the article was true. So it is true that she does OnlyFans. It is true that she has bikini businesses. It's true that she bought a second property on the waterfront as an investment property. Like, she has confirmed all of this. And when she did confirm it in a video, which also went viral, she wrote at the end of the caption, "Thanks OF," which means thanks OnlyFans. Like, she thanked OnlyFans for making this investment purchase possible. So I'm not really sure what was fake about the article, but yeah, it was very interesting to hear her rant about it. I find her very interesting. She's very good at clickbait. The second viral video that she posted this week was she told us that she was asked recently, what are you going to do with your life if you don't have kids? And she said she gets asked this all the time, which, you know, is obviously not a very nice question. But her list was quite funny. So she wrote, build her businesses, save money, spend money on herself, holiday and travels, more time with my husband, absolute freedom, adopting more puppies, caring for my parents, not dealing with other parents, not paying school fees, no hair loss, which some of these get funny because I don't think they're like a definite thing. I've not lost hair since having children. Not dealing with postpartum, maybe like depression and anxiety. Again, not everyone has that. Taking hour-long baths. I think mums can still do that. It's just a funny list. That she's obviously got this idea in her head of what motherhood is. So yeah, not taking hour-long baths, my body not changing, living my life for me, staying at work late, seeing friends whenever, not stressing over a baby, no baby/kid/mother guilt, not feeling anxious, my kid not being rude to me. I feel that one. Not getting stitches in my vajayjay, not getting a C-section, and sex whenever we want. So yeah, it was just a very interesting list. And the video is still up on her page if you do want to like read those again or see what the comments are. But yeah, I find that her and Ellie Gonsalves, I don't know how to pronounce her surname, they're both very vocal about not wanting children. And I think it's good to have that sort of representation in the influencer world. Lauren Curtis is also another person who's very open about not wanting children. But yeah, it's definitely become like a trendy sort of topic to talk about recently. And even like Laura Henshaw, she's started a whole series of it on her podcast. It's on the Kick podcast, but it's like a series that Laura's doing about deciding whether she wants children or not. And she's interviewing other people. Yeah, it's a real hot topic. Okay, next one for this week is Abbie Chatfield. So she called it a semi-soft launch of her boyfriend, Keli Holiday, where she posted this photo. This phone's very broken, but she posted this photo cuddled up to his crotch, and that was her semi-soft launch of her boyfriend. And, you know, everybody just loved it. It went very viral. It was so funny. I find it really weird that she's still not admitting that he's her boyfriend when it's very obvious. Like, he's been posting TikToks and she's in the background. Today she did a video on her Instagram singing along to a Keli Holiday song. And I think she's sort of just playing into it. Like, she knows that we all know. And I think that she's having fun pretending that we don't know. Something like that. The second update for her is that she is currently in LA with her boyfriend, Keli Holiday. And she did like a series of Instagram stories where she talked about things she doesn't like about America. So the main thing was, I'll just add here that she's been told by a lot of people that she should move to LA, and she was hoping that going on this trip might convince her to move there, but she said she absolutely will not move there. It is not for her, even though it would be beneficial to her career. But anyway, she complained that eating out is so expensive with the 20 to 25% tips. Getting service in venues takes forever, like restaurants and things, because of the tipping system. So like you go to order something and they're like, I've got to get your server. And then, they're trying to be so good at the service that it just ends up taking forever. She also said it feels dystopian seeing a bird fly over the smog-filled city with huge billboards. The comedians are offensive and not funny, so much so that her and her boyfriend actually walked out of a comedy show that they had paid to go and see that particular comedian. So yeah, I feel like Americans probably would have hated watching that story series. She also said that she had a UTI, so she was asking people for advice, and she ended up getting like Uber Eats to deliver her some thrush medication that was super, super expensive, like hundreds of dollars. But it did work, UTI medication, but then she got thrush from the UTI medication. So she's just having a real bad run with her health in LA, but it is very interesting watching her stories. And finally, the third update for the week that I'm going to talk about is Mitch Orval. So you've probably seen, if you watch his stories, he's always talking about this mystery dropshipping business that he has. So he won't tell us what the website is. He says that it's too competitive and he doesn't want people to know what he's doing. He also doesn't put his face to the brand because he wanted to see that it would do... I think he said something like he wanted to see that the business could survive and like thrive without him as the face, because he is doing this all, I assume, in paid partnership with a mentoring group called Freedom Club. So he's never disclosed that it's an ad, but he's always advertising this group called Freedom Club, and it's kind of like what Teddy Briggs was doing, where he would like set up these dropshipping websites for people and like mentor them to start their own business, and they would obviously pay thousands of dollars for this mentorship. And then it's like a guaranteed return. Like if you don't make your money back within 30 days, they help you like tweak the website to keep making money. So I'm not sure, like that's definitely what Teddy Briggs was doing. And I feel like Freedom Club is the same. Don't quote me on that though. But Freedom Club is owned by Ashton Wood's ex-boyfriend. Can't remember what his name is. I'm sure somebody will write it in here. But yeah, it's owned by Ashton Wood's ex-boyfriend. So anyway, this week, Mitch Orval, he posted that in the last 7 days, he'd made $49,000 of sales. And I mean, he has sort of been a bit open about this, that is not profit. He has said, by the time you take out the cost of the products, because it is drop shipping, I'm guessing you make like 20% max you get to keep. And then he was saying you have to pay for like Google ads and things. So that would be another significant portion of the profit. So he also showed that the average order value is $111. So I'm trying to think, what sort of items would he be selling that an average order value would be $111? So it's not something little like hair clips, for example, because that would cost a lot more than that. So drop shipping is where somebody else holds the product, like they stock the product, but on your website, you're selling the product. And then when someone buys it, you basically send a message to that other business and then they send it out to the customer. So you don't actually have to touch the product at all. You don't have to send the product at all. You're just the face of the product, if that makes sense. Your website is the face of the product. That is what drop shipping is. And that's why you're only making like 10 to 20%, because you're not having any risk of having to buy a product that doesn't sell. So it's a low risk business, but also there are high costs. Like you've got to advertise your business, and that is such a significant cost in business. But yeah, we're not really sure what his business is. He has announced a new business just recently. He's launching soon, called Tiny Truck Tribe, and he's selling like miniature forklifts for kids, which sounds dangerous, but if you see them, it isn't dangerous. It's very much like those mini cars that little kids get. Looks really cute. And I don't know, a few people sent me guesses of what it might be, but we're just not sure. Like there's no clues as to what it might be, apart from the fact he said it's very competitive. And then the final update I have on Mitch Orval is that he posted a series of stories recently where he was selling furniture. He was selling like a couch and a TV and a table and chairs, like a whole apartment's worth of furniture. And my theory is that these two, Chloe and Mitch, have been posting a lot of each other just in the last few weeks. They've been posting each other back at Chloe's apartment and like at a wedding and things. And I am thinking that they split for a while and maybe he was living separately in this apartment. Now that they're back together, he's selling everything in the apartment, and that is what those posts were about. But that is just my theory. Again, no confirmation on that one. All right. I just spoke so fast. That is the 3 updates for the week. Thanks for listening, but I am going to go through all of your questions now. So I'll scroll back up to the top. And if you do have any questions, you can just put them in the comment box at the bottom. And when I get to the bottom, I'll start answering things. People saying here they love Karina Irby. I really love her as an influencer too. I find her so interesting to follow. Like, she's always got so much going on. And yeah, she's got lots of business stuff and it's really interesting, and also lots of scandals. Karina, I don't Photoshop, but I actually do Photoshop Irby. That's her new middle name. You look tanned. I did just do a fake tan before this. I have showered it off though, and then on my face I have, Anna McAvoy, her brand Goldie B. I use her face tan and I really like it. I use it every single day. And then I just do like more or less depending how tanned I want to be. What do you think of the Domenica and Ella situation? Did I talk about this last week? Yeah, I did talk about this last week. So, okay, a few more thoughts that I have on this since last week are that Domenica always seems to cop the heat for both of them. Like, Ella gets away with absolutely everything. She says just as many scandalous things. She hosts these people on her podcast as well, but she gets away with everything. It's very interesting. I think because Dom's probably the more famous one and she's more outspoken. But she has said a few weeks ago that she broke up with her boyfriend, which was believed to be the best friend of her ex-husband. I think that's who he was. But yeah, they were together for quite a while and they broke up, and then now this has all happened. She has decided to go offline and check herself into a mental health retreat. So that's horrible that social media has, her actions as well as social media has led her to that point. But I think it's really interesting that she just copped so much for that Jack being on her podcast and saying all those awful things. And it's Jack that should cop the hate, not Dom. But, that is what has happened. Dom has copped the hate. You're not in pajamas tonight? No, I'm not. I decided to chuck this on just because I've never worn it on live before, and I bought it recently and I've actually never worn it. It still had the tags on it. But I got it in the 50% off sale and it's good. Like, the fabric's nice. It feels like leggings, like it's comfy and soft. But I noticed in the Facebook group, they were saying everybody bought the wrong size. And like, what's the owner? Dom. Oh, yeah, his name's Dom as well. He was saying that everybody has authorization to send these jackets back if they want to upsize, because they run very, very small. But I had actually read previously that they run very small and I did upsize. So I was happy with mine. But yeah, it's a bit cold to be wearing this outside at the moment. It's more of a summer jacket. Jasmine, I don't know how to say her name. Jasmine Tavares and Mick Maio breakup update. So I don't have an update, but I have noticed that Jasmine has been posting a lot of breakup content on her TikTok. So it very much seems that they have broken up. All right. Lots of talk about, Karina's post not wanting to have babies. Some saying that she took inspiration from the list that Ellie Gonsalves posted that went viral. That's probably true. But I mean, she's allowed to have the same reasons, and maybe Ellie inspired her reasons. Oh gosh, I have a slightly blocked nose. Sorry, I think I'm going to sneeze. Anyway. People are saying that Abbie has given too much info about her UTI and her thrush. I mean, she also said that the thrush was from wearing bathers too much on her holidays. And honestly, I really resonated with that because, again, probably TMI, but I have had that situation arise a few times from being in wet bathers for too long. Is Mitch's business MLM? I don't think so. He has said that it's drop shipping. So MLM is when the business is signing other people up to the business. So like, it's not even really about selling a product. It's more just about signing people up. So yeah, I don't believe it is that sort of business. People asking about Monet. Yeah, that is an MLM where you're I mean, you do buy the shampoo and conditioner, but the idea is sign people up to buy the shampoo and conditioner, and then those people sign more up, and you're all just recommending it to each other and all making commissions off each other. Dylan Orval's girlfriend is pregnant. Wonder if they'll move out of their 2-bedroom apartment. Couldn't imagine doing that with 4 kids. Yeah, I mean, a baby can just be in the parents' bedroom for quite a long time, but yeah, they probably will. I imagine they will, having 4 children. I wonder if they're going to have a boy or a girl. So they currently have 3 boys, and their eldest boy is from Krystell's previous partner, and then she's had 2 boys with Dylan. But yeah, they have 3 boys already, and they are going to be having a 4th child. So it'll be interesting to see, because Mitch also has 2 boys, so there's no girls as yet. Matt Pool's new girlfriend, yes, so I think we've known sort of online, like Tattle and stuff, they've been talking about it for about a week or 2. I've also been talking about it in subscribers that he has a new girlfriend, but he did launch that, I suppose, on his Instagram today. If you want to go have a look at his recent post, he has a new girlfriend. What else? A lot of people are talking about Mamma Mia out loud, copying a lot of hate recently. So again, I spoke about that last week in my live, but yeah, that's over them refusing to talk about the war in Palestine at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing that they're not talking about that, because they have such a platform and they have such educated women on the panel that they could really shed some light on the situation and educate a lot of people. But yes, they're choosing not to. How's your sister and her baby? They are good. Kayla has a very exciting business announcement coming soon, so I will keep you all updated on that. So she got some sort of contract in place today, but I'm not sure what I'm allowed to tell, so I won't tell anything, but yeah, I'll let you all know as that happens. It's very exciting for her and for me, and probably for some of you. What do you think about Christy Swaddling and her court dates? So Christy Swaddling recently, a policeman took out an AVO for her against her fiance. Always forget his name. Justin, I believe his name is. Yeah. And okay, what do I think about it? Well, I think that maybe something must have happened in public for a policeman to lodge the report. Maybe it was like some sort of brawl at a pub, or maybe like the police were called to her house, but we don't know, and she will never share that, I don't imagine. They do still live together, they still post together, they're not breaking up or anything, but it is possible to have an an apprehended violence order against somebody that you live with. And yeah, I mean, obviously that's horrible for her that something's happened, and we all hope that she's okay, but she does seem okay, so let's hope that that remains the case. I love how you always remain impartial when speaking about people. You should do a podcast. You'd be fab at interviewing people. Thank you. But I think that maybe that would make me a bad interviewer, because people would want me to like grill the influencers. But I do really want to interview some influencers sometimes and just ask them the questions we all want to know, because they avoid them. Like Olivia Molly Rogers, why did you break up with Justin? And like Indy Clinton, like, I don't know. Tell us the juicy stuff that you don't answer, and we all want to know. I want to know about like her friendship with Pip Edwards, and how Indy's husband was dating Pip Edwards when they met, and then I guess they're not really friends anymore. That's what I want to know about. I don't want to know more about like the Chris Brown situation. Any good fake tan recommendations? Honestly, I just buy whatever is on sale at the supermarket. This current one is Bondi Sands. I got it on sale at Aldi for $7 a bottle, so that's why I bought it. But my tip is I apply it and then I wait like 2 or 3 hours and then I wash it off. And I find that it gives like a much more natural sort of look, and that way it wears off a lot better. I don't sleep in it. That is my tip. But if you want to go really dark, you obviously have to sleep in it. Oh, Kayla said that she's announcing her business next week, and she might announce it on this live next week. Oh, okay. That is a bit of tea for you all. Kayla's my sister, by the way. She used to own Tribe Skincare, in case you were wondering why I'm making a big deal about this. Michael Finch and Veruca update. So I don't have any updates, but they have unfollowed each other, which is really sad. So I guess they're both not talking about it. Veruca is in London at the moment, and yeah, that's all we really know. Oh, sorry, Christy's boyfriend's name is Joel, not Justin. Sorry, it's Joel. What happened to Charlie Kate? So Charlie Kate posted tonight that she's back online after 7 months. So 7 months ago, she had a husband and she admitted that she had cheated on him, and they have 3 children together. And, you know, there was this big thing and they split up and she went offline for 7 months, and it looks like she's back online now. So I'm not sure if she's now single or if she's just decided that she's ready to go back online. But yeah, she's literally only just posted it a few hours ago. So I'm interested to see what she is up to. Why is Christy Swaddling's voice so deep and croaky? I watched an old YouTube video of hers and her voice is completely different. That I don't know, sorry. Like, there's obviously a lot of rumours about steroid use, but I don't think it's that. I mean, I don't know if steroid use would do that to somebody's voice, but yeah, she hasn't, I don't believe she's mentioned why her voice has gone deeper and croakier as she's gotten older. Did anyone go to the Mamma Mia Out Loud shows in Melbourne? No, I didn't go to that, sorry, but yeah, I haven't actually heard of anyone that went, but I am going to the All Right Hey show in Melbourne, so that is in July, and I'm going on the Friday night, so let me know if you're going as well. It's from 7 till 8 p.m, All Right Hey, and it's at the Comics Lounge in North Melbourne. Thoughts on the new stylish project by the Shameless podcast? I'm not sure what that is. Is it a new podcast where they talk about like fashion and style? I think that Zara, is she the shorter one? Yeah, Zara seems to have like a very unique fashion style, and I think that they would be really good at that. I'll have to look into that one. Did we ever find out what happened between Sofa Dofa and Sam Guggs? I don't think they ever like explicitly said, but it does look like they're friends again now, which is very interesting. Yeah, I can't remember because it was so long ago now. I'm not sure, sorry. What else have we got? A lot of people are talking about steroid use and thickening your vocal cords. I guess that's possible. Like, Christy does look very fit. So, I mean, I don't believe that's something that she has admitted to, so I don't want to accuse her of that, but there could be other reasons why as well. And also, she's trying to get pregnant at the moment, so I think that she probably wouldn't be on steroids if she's trying to get pregnant. And finally, update on Sarah's day. So tonight she posted, this is just some funny stories she's posted the last 2 nights. So last night she was saying how she went to her friend's house and she had to drive her husband's car, even though she has a beautiful car that was her dream car that she bought 3 years ago, which was a Range Rover Sport. And I mean, she was putting in some disclaimers there. She's like, I know we're very privileged to have 2 nice cars and everything, but why does he always take my car? And she was doing like her talking like this, and she's so funny. And she was also taking chocolate-covered nuts to her friend's house for a treat, which I just thought was funny. It was just like this little container. And I was like, God, where are the Maltesers? And then today her update was she did a before and after of her TV cabinet, like she decorated around the edges. And honestly, the before and after looked exactly the same to me. I did a poll in my subscribers and most of the votes agreed that they looked exactly the same. It was quite funny. Anyway, I better get offline because it is 8:24 and I don't like to keep you all too long, but thank you all so much for joining. If I didn't answer your question, make sure you send me a DM and we'll talk about it in there. And yeah, thanks all for joining and I'll see you next week. Bye.